guys, welcome to today's video, fastest lap. I mean, it's funny how Game Boy, being the least performing system console-wise, opposed to everything else, has some of the most like racing games and like a lot of sports games on it, more so than the NES version, than the NES did, which is kind of funny because honestly, it shouldn't, to be honest, because none of them perform well enough. Alright, close enough. Okay, this is becoming obnoxious. I'm just trying to get started. Alright, free practice. We'll do an explore. Let's do some turns, some stuffs. Jesus, like, can we start? Seriously, my God, to get going in this is annoying as hell. I honestly, like, all things considered, it is actually well performing for being a Game Boy racing game. Like, compared to most of the ones we've had, this one actually feels good. Again, it's not like anything spectacular. But it performs well. It looks much better than half the ones we've played. It's not the front view where everything just kind of pushes its way in front of you. We're actually moving and doing things. So all in all, like, it's a decent enough little game. Lots of track. Can we not go back? There we go. I guess we have to go do all this. I guess we'll see how it performs with the computer. Not a fan of the racing games, except some Mario Kart. Even then, I'm kind of over Mario Kart. It was fun for a little while, but like at the end of the day, it still becomes the same thing. Alright, I don't see rubber banding, which I guess is good. We haven't seen a single opponent at all, so we don't have them kind of stuck next to us. They're just gone. Trying to use a turbo. There's supposed to be like a turbo, but I don't see it doing any changing. Are we getting lapped, or did they just come out of pit stop? Okay, we're kind of stuck. It's still... Alright, that's kind of disappointing. Like, you get stuck. And it's hard to get out of that. But all in all, it's responsive. It plays well. If you enjoy racing, and again, if you like racing games and you need one on Game Boy, like, we've had a couple of decent ones, but I think this one actually performs better than the rest of them. This one, I don't think it has as many modes, but I think it has better and more tracks to it to allow you to probably enjoy it more so with more tracks than anything else. Because all the modes in the world are fine, but if you keep doing the same 2 or 3 tracks or whatever, it's not going to be as fun. Again, it's a game you don't really need a break to break with for the most part. And yeah, turbo doesn't do anything. My engine is at, my speed's at 230 and it doesn't change. So like they give you this nitro or whatever that doesn't seem to do anything. You accelerate fast enough to where it's there, we're at max speed, so we can't really get any faster. We got completely decimated, understandably. We came in dead last, which is expected. But all in all, like for a Game Boy racing game, like this is actually a decent enough game for being on like NES. Because some of the NES racing games were very unresponsive and not done as well. I mean, for what this is, it is a very well done racing game. With, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 different tracks. And the tracks definitely change up quite dramatic. Well, for the most part, they change up pretty decent. That one looks like a complete, just a changeover from that one. But all in all, like they're decent enough little things. You have a lot of options on it. So, decent little game, performs well, is not that crappy little first-person kind of view where you just see everything blind by you and you just kind of sit there and move a little bit. There's actual racing going on. It's very responsive for turning and everything. You almost don't even need to use the brake for much of anything. There's the turbo boost, I guess it says, but you have a max speed that your car just hits and that's it. So I don't see that being anything other than just a kind of gimmicky little thing. But all in all, the game performs well. It's definitely a game that would do well on Game Boy itself, as opposed to a lot of these other ones. Performance is good. Everything is decent enough. It's one of my top picks for Game Boy racing games. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of them, and the last 3 or 4 have actually been decent and better than a lot of like NES and even to a point SNES games, which is quite interesting. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. Till next time, you guys have a great one.